She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And this week's video I'm going to be taking you through my July favorites / some college essentials. So I know when you're seeing this it's actually August, but this includes some July favorites as well as some things I've mentioned before in favorites videos that I feel like are essential to have in college. And I want to get this video out now as we're starting to pack and get ready to go to school. I know a lot of my friends from my hometown have already actually left and went to school for sports or things like that. I still have about another 2 weeks or so until I move back into college, so I'm still sort of packing things here and there, figuring out exactly what I need, but I wanted to tell you guys some things that I have found have been essential for me to have in college. So the first thing are fans and or stick fans. So I know I had talked about this before in a favorites video back when I was still at college, but I have this stick fan that I have had since my freshman year of college. And my college housing does not have air conditioning, so between me and my roommates we probably have like 6 fans running in our apartment during the hotter months. But I use a stick fan that I put next to my bed and it blows directly on me as I sleep, and like most people I cannot sleep in a hot room, so I use this fan to blow directly on me, and then it has a button where it like turns so it oscillates and you're able to sort of have it blow up and down your entire body depending how you face it. And I have found that that is like the only thing that helps me sleep, is having that fan blow directly on me all night long, and then it keeps like turning so it goes up and down the entire length of my bed, and it is so nice. It helps so much. So if you don't have air conditioning or don't have good air conditioning, I recommend getting lots of fans, especially one like this where it can move and not just sit in one particular spot. So the next thing is hair clips. So I actually caved and I bought the Amazon hair clips that are made like for long thick hair like mine. So mine came in a bag with 5 colors. There's a green, like a light pink beige, a regular pink, a navy, and a black. And I have been using these like crazy, especially for work. I tend to get up and not want to do my hair. And as a waitress, all I need to do is have my hair up, and these work fantastic. Especially for college then, if you are not a hat person. Like for me, I like to wear hats in college a lot just for those bad hair days when you're getting ready to go and you need to get moving fast. You can also do hair clips. They work just as well. All you gotta do is twist your hair and put it up in a clip and it looks cute. You're good to go for the day. So I recommend getting those. I think mine were like $7 with tax off of Amazon. That's 5 hair clips. And they come in all kinds of cute colors. You can pick different variety packs and things like that, but that's the one that I got. And it is so nice to be able to have that ability to just throw your hair up and you don't have to style it or anything. Another thing would be a speaker. So I have this JBL, it's a JBL Flip 4, and I got this for Christmas, I think my freshman year of college. And I actually love this speaker, so if you listen to music a lot, I recommend having a speaker in college. I mean, granted, you want to be respectful to your neighbors and not be blaring your music or anything at odd hours of the night or during study hours, things like that. But me and my roommates listen to a lot of music, and especially days when I'm home by myself because my roommates are in class or something, I love to listen to music, clean, do my homework, things like that. And this speaker is fantastic because you can play it and hear it throughout our entire apartment without being too loud and disruptive to our neighbors. So I absolutely love this speaker. It is great. I think it is a little bit on the pricier side. Like I said, I got it for Christmas, so I'm not sure the exact price. And this is the Flip 4, so I believe it's one of the older models, but not the oldest. So if you want to check this out, this speaker is really, really nice, and it's pretty small. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it is the perfect amount of volume for our apartment. Something else is these mini makeup mirrors. So I got mine my freshman year of college as well, and at home I have a makeup mirror where it doesn't collapse like this, and it's like a touch sensitive one for me to do my makeup on. But I didn't want to lug that to college because it's a lot bigger than this, but this one is a collapsible one, so you can actually like pull it apart and then it stands up into a mirror like this for you to do your makeup in, and then it can turn on, so you can't really see the light. I'm actually pretty sure the batteries are dead, but This is the makeup mirror that I use at school, and it's really nice to just collapse it back down if you want to put it away. I know this last year I actually took my big one with me because it's a better mirror quality, but especially if you're in a dorm and you're trying to conserve space, this mirror is fantastic. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon and things like that. It does take batteries, which is kind of annoying, but it works and it helps to take up less space. Plus, I actually use these, so I don't use a desk lamp. I actually use my makeup mirrors instead of having a desk lamp and a makeup mirror. I just use these and turn on the lights for that whenever I need a desk lamp instead of using both and taking up that much more space. You'll find out a lot of things in college are about conserving space as much as possible because you are sharing these spaces with other people and you want to be respectful of them, they want to be respectful of you, and you also aren't given a huge space for you all to share. Next is command hooks and command strips. So especially for college housing or if you're renting, you can't put hammers and nails in the walls. So command strips and command hooks become your best friend. That's how my roommates and I decorate our entire apartment. Everything is with command hooks and command strips, and it's super easy to take off. It doesn't damage the walls or anything. And although they are a little bit pricey for how many you can get in a pack, they hold up things very nicely. And if you don't know anything about command strips, they have certain packs and certain kinds of command strips that hold certain weights. So like if you have a heavier picture, they have command hooks and strips set for that weight of whatever the picture is, if that makes any sense. So you can choose things based on that. It's not just light-weighted things. This picture I actually have hanging above my bed at home is actually using command hooks on that as well, and it, knock on wood, has never fallen. It's fantastic, and it's a pretty light picture, I would say, because it's just actually a canvas, but it works really, really well, and command hooks and command strips are literally going to be your best friend at college. Another thing is extension cords and surge protectors. So extension cords obviously are like the long cords that stretch out where you can make your cords longer, and surge protectors are the ones where it's like a block and you can get like 8 different outlets in it. I use those like crazy because you will also find out in college that you need way more plugs than you are given. Especially in my roommate and I's apartment this past year. So I lived with me and 2 other girls, my best friends at college, and I shared a room with one of the girls, and we literally had like 3 outlets in our actual bedroom, and that was awful with 2 girls trying to use 3 outlets. So we both ended up with a bunch of surge protectors throughout the room, and it gave us way more outlets, and they worked out really, really nice. And then because the outlets were in odd spots of the room, the extension cords came in perfectly because we're able to plug things into those, and you are going to need them more than you realize, I promise you. And even if you buy an abundance of them, somehow they will be used. So I ended up having some extra I didn't need in my bedroom, but we needed a surge protector out for where the TV was, to plug in our lamp, our TV, our Roku stick, all that kinds of things. And so it ended up working out really well that you are going to need way more of those than you realize. Something else is a cheap pair of sunglasses. If you go out and do things with your friends, you will lose your sunglasses and you don't want to take your Ray-Bans or your Oakleys with you. So I actually have this pair that I love in general that are from Amazon. They're like the cat eye sunglasses, and these are fantastic, and I actually ended up getting them on sale for $1.50. So as much as I do love the sunglasses in general, if I lose them, they're $1.50 gone, not Ray-Bans or Oakleys. So if you go out and do things with your friends, or even just riding in your friend's car, or if someone sits on your sunglasses in your car, that actually happened to one of my roommates. Someone sat on her sunglasses that were sitting on her passenger seat in her car. But you're going to want a cheap pair of sunglasses for that purpose, just in case they get messed up, or they get lost, or they get broken. College sometimes seems like a black hole where you can lose things and things just get broken randomly all the time. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a cheap pair of sunglasses. And along with that is a cheap pair of sneakers. So I actually wear these sneakers on the daily, but these are $15 Air Force knockoffs from Walmart. And they basically, the only thing they don't really have is obviously the Nike symbol on the side. And again, like I said, they were $15, and you're going to want a pair of sneakers that you don't care if they get messed up or if they get ruined, because You're not going to want to wear your Air Forces or your Nike Blazers, your more expensive shoes out when you're doing things with your friends, just in case something gets spilled or you end up stepping in mud. There's all kinds of things that can happen, and I guarantee you they will happen to your nice shoes. So if you don't listen, you will learn the hard way that your shoes will get messed up. So I highly recommend having a cheap pair of sneakers. Walmart is actually a great place to get them. They have really cute knockoff pairs of sneakers, and you can easily get them there for 15 bucks or less, and they work out really, really well. Obviously they don't hold up as well because they are slightly cheaper brands, so they're a little lower quality, but they are perfect to fulfill that need for cheap pair of sneakers. Another thing then is dry shampoo. So I use the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak dry shampoo. This one's just the unscented, fragrance-free one. And you're going to use a lot of dry shampoo, especially for girls when we don't always wash our hair every day. And as gross as it may seem in college, I definitely wash my hair a lot less. Since I'm wearing hats and stuff like that, you can't see when it's as greasy as quick. And dry shampoo is going to become your best friend. If you've had a long night of studying and you don't feel like washing your hair in the shower, you won't. I guarantee you, you won't. And it's so nice to just wake up and put some dry shampoo in your hair and just feel like a whole new girl, and not need to wash your whole head. It's also very inconvenient to wash your hair every day. I mean, granted, you're not supposed to, at least from what I have read and learned, but it is inconvenient, and you will learn time management is very hard in college, but it's necessary. And those extra 5 to 10 minutes it takes you to wash your hair every single night, you're gonna want for other things. So dry shampoo literally becomes your best friend. And then lastly are the Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. So I didn't think of these at first when I went to college, and then I kept having, like, my shoes would get dirty, or I would have things messed up, or I'd want to wipe off my desk. And Lysol wipes work really well, like Clorox, Lysol wipes, things like that. But you don't ever think about necessarily like Mr. Clean Magic Erasers, especially at college. The bathtub that we had was kind of gross when we first moved in, and so we used bleach and Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean that really, really well and get a deep clean, and that worked so well. So like I said, along with the cheap shoes, you can use Mr. Clean Magic Erasers to clean off your shoes if you would get something messed up. And then, like I said, they're really good for deep cleaning, even like our sink, things like that. That's something I didn't think of at first, but I definitely feel like it became a necessity, so I always stay stocked up with those. That is everything for this video. Those are some of my July favorites, but more so a lot of college essentials now that we're getting ready to head back to college. So if you have any suggestions of things people need to take to college, comment them down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa.